Right, so just introduce yourself, please.
My name is Jochem Rovers. I'm an agronomist in potatoes globally. More than 40 years experience in many countries, and it's not my work, it's my ambition.
I love what you're saying about the succession as well, that you've got your son involved in the business. Is your son crazy to be involved in the sector, to be involved in potatoes as well?
Don't ask me how that came. I never pushed him in that direction. I never forced him.
I can imagine at age 2, these potatoes, play with these potatoes.
No, it was. I have 3 children. They are all 3 completely different. But the eldest was from the beginning. It's all about potatoes. Okay. Yeah.
And Dan was very good then, because he asked you a question, some really interesting questions about what's the most challenging country that you've worked in, and also I can't remember his exact words about how can his business or his colleagues improve. And I loved your answer that the tech is really good, but concentrate on the farmers. And I see this time and time again, that there's so many tech companies that are trying to create a solution for a problem that doesn't exist. Talk to the farmer, and we've all seen that picture, haven't we, of the operator in a tractor, screen, different systems, and all he wants is just one thing, one interface. Well, why do you think that is? That so many tech companies or farm or agriculture companies, they don't talk to the farmer, they don't find out what the farmer wants. Why do you think?
I think, of course, we need that technology, but the moment we stepped in technology, we lost that contact because a lot of people, a lot of companies were okay, technology is the solution, and these farmers, these countries are even asking for that, because the moment I stepped into India, they said, "Oh, can you help us? We like to fly with drones and we like to do this." I said, "No, I'm not going to do that. I'm first going to learn you how to farm."
Yes.
And the moment you understand how to grow potatoes, yes, then I can help you, because basic know-how is needed to, I always say, to gain, let's say, 80% of the potential yield, therefore you need basic know-how. The last 10-20%, therefore you can use satellites and all kind of modern technology.
Okay.
But without that basic know-how, and therefore you have to talk with farmers. And a lot of companies are focusing on that last 20%, where they are missing the first 80.
So why is that? Is this the tech bit? Is it just deemed to be more sexy than the boring stuff of farming? But that's what we need. We need the foundation of farming.
Now, there are not so many people anymore who like to step in the field and make their feet dirty. It's easier to sit behind the desk and to develop something fancy.
Yeah. Okay, so what have you learned that we can all learn from you, but without giving away the jewels? What makes a good farmer, especially within the potato sector, whether that be in the UK or China or India? What makes a good farmer?
A good farmer is disciplined. And what does that mean? I always compare it with when you are doing top sport, let's say running a marathon. When you run a marathon, everything has to be exactly at that moment. When you need to drink some water at 3 kilometers, don't give it at 10 because then you're too late. So everything has to be in place at the right moment. And a good farmer is on top of his crop 7 days a week, and he will never postpone, what he has to do today, he will never postpone it till tomorrow. He is disciplined.
So it's quite simple steps.
It is simple.
Okay.
Following the rules.
So farming really is simple. It's not overcomplicated, especially when we can lean on people like you to give us that advice.
Following the rules, that is the only thing what matters.
Okay. And are you optimistic about the future, especially within potatoes? Are you optimistic about the future?
Potatoes is becoming a more and more important crop worldwide, because I think it's a given fact that potatoes are consuming less water than any other crop, less water than rice or wheat or anything else.
Avocados or anything.
Exact, and it is producing more energy per square meter than any other crop. So that is why countries like China and India are promoting potatoes, because it is easier to feed 1.5 billion people by potatoes than to feed them by rice. So 100% positive about potatoes. It has a bright future.
Okay. And then the dynamics of it, should we be concerned in the UK and Europe, because Asia and India are getting so proficient at growing potatoes, as are South America, that they might come into our markets? Where do you see the dynamics of that shaping out?
No, I think we do not have to be afraid of that. As well, the European market as the US market is huge. And of course the growth is mainly in Asia, where I think, and I don't know the figures exactly, but I think in the UK people are eating about 15 or 20 kg of French fries per year. In India 100 gram.
Okay.
So the potential is huge. So all what additional capacity we are producing will end in that market. So I'm not afraid of that.
Okay, thank you. And just to wrap up, Dan asked you a couple of direct questions. Direct question to you: do you think Dan's business of Restrain, do you think it's going to do good for the potato sector internationally? Is it going to do good?
It's in a lot of aspects it can be a game changer.
Done. What's your favourite potato variety?
Depends on the country, but in the US it's Fontana, in India it is Santana.
Okay, and at home, when you're with your family, with your gorgeous family and your 3 lovely kids, how would you serve your potatoes?
Baked.
Love it. Well done, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.